It's my pleasure to introduce Noah Spahn, who will deliver the historian's address.
Thank you, Deb. I feel as if I can call you that now because we are equals. That's what this means now. Let me first start out by saying I'd like to thank my mom, dad, sister Becca, and girlfriend Sydney because they are the ones who motivated me to get as far as I have. It's amazing to get this kind of opportunity because I get to say whatever I want to the entire senior class, so thank you. First, I'd like to say Carson Vanderlyn, you owe me $10. I'm actually serious, that's not... Shout out to Foribach, he took all the jokes out of my script, so if you hate it, it's his fault. I'm gonna start now. Let's go. There are these two fish swimming along, and they happen to meet an older fish swimming the other way who nods to them and says, "Morning, boys, how's the water?" The two young fish swim on for a bit, and eventually one of them looks at the other and goes, "What the hell is water?" I lost all of you right there. That was a terrible way to start. That's what happens when you Google how to write a good graduation speech and you just copy and paste. It's not plagiarism because I did change some of the words. Thank you, Wikipedia. All right. I've been ruminating on how exactly to start this speech for a while. In many ways, I've been preparing for it for the last 4 years. Similarly, we all entered high school with the same goal, graduation. And it's surreal to stand on this stage tonight with that goal almost achieved. We are gonna walk. People will fall. It happens. 4 years ago, we entered this campus as small fish. We came straight out of middle school, facing for some of us the last chapter of our educational career. We got our first glimpse of what our high school experience would be. We went to dance shows, rallies, parties, and we won a Corey Bowl. Freshman year, we started to get the gist of what this place called Whitney was, and we did everything we could to call it our home. 3 years ago was more comfortable. While the speed and difficulty of classes started to pick up, we stayed strong with the end goal in mind of walking across this stage tonight. We did, however, have challenges. As many of you remember, in the fall of 2012, we were vandalized by an unknown assailant. Okay, that was troubling to say the least, but really inspiring, as we got to see how personally we took the crime of someone vandalizing our new home. 2 years ago, we moved up the food chain. We were officially upgraded to upperclassmen. This was both an honor and a responsibility, as we now needed to show our dominance over the other classes. We won some rallies. We lost some too. Yeah. Thanks to Daniel. But it was amazing because the pride we had in our class, as well as the pride we had in our school, grew tremendously. And this year was the final chapter into what would be our high school experience. Our volleyball team was in the NorCal semifinals. Yeah. And our football team was a football team. Some of us realized the difficulty of writing a college essay asking about how we want to change the world when in reality we don't even know how we want to dress tomorrow. We showed our drive and our passion to fight inequality in school through the implementation of kindness lessons. We showed the sad reality of the consequences of drinking and driving, reinforced by breaking down the walls. And we again reinforced what connects us as a family. Oh wait, no, that was breaking down the walls. I flipped those, didn't I? Let's go on. Finally, we completed the journey as we all sit here today. I'll refer back to the first part of my speech. There are two young fish swimming along. They happen to meet an older fish swimming the other way who nods to them and says, "Morning, boys, how's the water?" The two young fish swim on for a bit, and eventually one of them looks at the other and goes, "What the hell is water?" We started out not knowing the reality that we were about to step into as we entered this place as young fish. It's only when we connect with the whys and the experience do we truly start to paint a picture of the reality that we live in. The point of the historical speech is to reminisce about the bad and the good that went on over the last 4 years. There's a quote that sits in the broadcast room that says, "Start working like you have something to prove, not like you're trying to preserve a legacy." We as Whitney High students, if anything, do that. We prove others wrong not by saying what we've done, but by showing what we can do. We work harder than everyone else, and that's why we consistently choose to better ourselves. I'm not saying the past doesn't matter. What I'm trying to get across is success isn't about what you've done thus far, but what you're going to do. Thank you very much, and congrats to the class of 2015.